Adam, the White Hair Master. Season 2. Episode 6. After dealing with the cards, Camilla's husband started picking up and placing them in front of him. Looking at his attitude when arranging cards, it seems that his victory in this game is extremely low. Contrary to Camilla's husband's attitude, the demon opposite him showed a smile at this moment. With a triumphant expression and a cunning look, he glanced at the other two demons. Looks like he's got the upper hand, and this also definitely confirms that they're cheating. Looking at the demons placed sitting across from Camilla's husband, Adam realized the demons had somehow shuffled cards. Thanks to that, they always have an advantage over Camilla's husband. At times, it seemed that Camilla's husband could have won, but in the end, the demons still had a bigger card to defeat him. In the end, both the demon and Camilla's husband together draw one card. The game has come to an end. This card will decide who wins in this hand. Of course, it is not difficult to guess that luck did not come to Camilla's husband. The card he just drew ruined his entire deck. With the card in hand, Camilla's husband knew that he had lost irretrievably in this game. On the opposite side, the demon showed great excitement. He immediately flipped his deck upside down and burst out laughing. It was like madness and ghostly laughter. He was so happy because he had completely won this hand. Then, with a smug look on his face, he leisurely raised 3 fingers toward Camilla's husband. He said that Camilla's husband lost to him in this game. As promised before, he must pay him 3 years of life and pay immediately. The other two demons also smiled mischievously at Camilla's husband. They said that his deck also lost to theirs and had to pay them 1 year each of his life. Without waiting for Camilla's husband to react, the demon in front of him raised its head and took a deep breath. Immediately a thin blue smoke continuously entered his nose. Just like that, he sucked in the blue smoke with a satisfied expression. The source of the blue smoke was Camilla's husband. The smoke was slowly sucked out of his body and flew in the direction of the demon. This blue smoke is the yang energy of each person. Thanks to this yang energy, people can live. Their life expectancy will decrease if lost. When there is no more positive energy, it means that the person will die. At this point, the demon closed his eyes. His face could not hide the satisfaction and joy when he sucked in Camilla's husband's positive energy. His expression right now was like that of an addict being satisfied with his cravings. The other two demons also began to suck the yang they thought they had won from Camilla's husband. As for Camilla's husband, he was growing weaker and more tired. He didn't react when he was sucked away by the demons, as if his mind had been hypnotized by them. Suddenly there was a strange noise outside, causing all 3 gambling demons to look in that direction. They were silent and no longer laughed like before. They use extreme vigilance to monitor the outside movement. They don't seem to want anyone to find out that Camilla's husband is gambling with them here. After listening for a while, they realized that the noise outside was caused by a wild cat that happened to pass by. They no longer doubted, then looked back at each other and told them that they would continue gambling in 2 days. They also did not forget to ask Camilla's husband to come and play with them. They got up and turned to leave. They went through the room wall and gradually disappeared, leaving Camilla's husband sitting motionless in front of the gambling table. Everything immediately returned to its inherent silence. After waiting a little longer to make sure the demons didn't return, Adam stepped in to see how Camilla's husband was. It turns out that the cat meows were made by Adam to distract them. He did not know how Camilla's husband was at that time, so Adam immediately rushed in. He was afraid that if he didn't, the demons might harm Camilla's husband's life. But as soon as he approached Camilla's husband, Adam suddenly noticed that Camilla's husband's body was cold. His face was now as gray as the skin of a corpse. There is no life left. At this time, Adam realized that he had been sucked a lot of positive energy. Even his soul was partially absorbed by them. It seems that not only gambling fraud, they also took this opportunity to suck up Camilla's husband's young. At this rate, he certainly won't live much longer. Seeing that, Adam quickly pulled out a yellow scarf from his pocket and covered it over Camilla's husband's head. Adam did this to protect the remaining yang energy from flying away. The most important thing is still the weak soul of Camilla's husband. Because at this time, the yang in his body is too weak, it is easy to attract other souls, and it is easy for the soul to stray from the body. Then Adam led Camilla's husband out of the abandoned house. Camilla's husband is now almost completely unconscious. He only had 2 legs left to be able to move, walking unconsciously like a puppet under Adam's control. While leading Camilla's husband, Adam thought about how to get him home. At first, Adam thought he could walk independently but didn't expect his condition to be this bad. At this rate, he won't be able to stand much longer. At this moment, Adam saw Sarah's car approaching. He was somewhat surprised and glad that there was a way to solve the problem in front of him. As soon as she saw Adam, Sarah quickly opened the car door and walked towards him. Adam then asked Sarah why she had come back. Sarah said she waited a long time after returning and didn't see Adam, so she came back here to see if anything happened to him. At this point, she also turned to look at Camilla's husband and asked about his condition. Adam then briefly told Sarah about everything that had happened here. He also tells her that Camilla's husband's condition is very bad, adding that it's midnight. The weather outside is very heavy, which will worsen the situation. So Adam asks Sarah to get them back to Camilla's house as quickly as possible. Hearing this, Sarah was also extremely worried. She immediately went over to help Adam carry Camilla's husband and in the car. After the two were seated, she closed the car door for Adam and started the car. The car sped up, and Sarah thought about using the fastest speed possible to get Camilla's husband home. The car wobbled violently from running at breakneck speed. Through this, Adam understands more about Sarah's personality. In addition to being thoughtful, she is also a very kind and enthusiastic person, always ready to help others. One more undeniable thing is that Sarah's driving ability is really good and skillful. Adam's hands were holding Camilla's husband's body, so he couldn't hold on to anything. Both he and Camilla's husband swayed with Sarah's turns. As for Sarah, at the moment, she can only focus on driving as fast as possible to help Adam bring Camilla's husband back home quickly. She kept swerving past cars in the same direction. Looking at how the car was running, it would be hard for anyone to think it was being driven by a slender and gentle girl. The car continued to rush on the road. Soon, the car arrived at the apartment complex gate. Adam now felt sick in his body. If he didn't control it, he would have vomited out as soon as the car stopped. Trying to control the uncomfortable feeling in his body, Adam continued to carry Camilla's husband upstairs. Camilla was extremely worried when she saw her husband. She kept asking Adam about her husband's condition. After taking out a red umbrella, Adam started telling Camilla the whole story. Hearing what Adam just said made her extremely scared, her face pale with fear. Seeing that, Adam comforted her, saying that he would quickly find the demons and reclaim the young and bring it back to Camilla's husband. Then Adam carried the umbrella to the bed where Camilla's husband was lying. He opened the umbrella and covered his head. According to Adam, Camilla's husband's body is extremely weak and can be penetrated by yin at any time, so he must be in a sunny place. But the body was also too weak to get too much exposure to the sun. so Adam used his red umbrella to cover Camilla's husband's head and face. It will help him hold out until he comes back. Knowing that something was about to happen, before leaving, Adam warned Camilla carefully. He said she must watch over her husband carefully and that if someone comes to the door tomorrow night, she must not open it. Have to wait until he comes back. While listening to Adam, Camilla cried. She said she would do exactly what Adam said. She wished Adam could come back as soon as possible, her voice now sounding like a plea. After giving Camilla everything she needed, Adam left and got into Sarah's car, where he asked her to take him to his motel room. On the way back, Adam also asked Sarah to do him a favor. Hearing Adam asks her to help, Sarah was extremely excited. She immediately asked if Adam wanted to ask her for anything. Adam then said that he wanted to ask Sarah to buy him a lot of joss paper. Since he was new to this city, he didn't know where to sell items related to spiritual matters. He also told Sarah that he planned to go back to that abandoned house tomorrow night to play a game of cards with those gambling demons. The goal is to reclaim the young and soul of Camilla's husband. Sarah said that it was very simple, she would do it for him. Sarah then drove Adam back to the motel room. The two said their goodbyes and met at midnight tomorrow. Both will go to the deserted house where the gambling demons live. The next night, Sarah picked up Adam and took him to the abandoned house at the appointed time. Adam said that he would go inside and find a way to lure the demons to play a game of cards with him. If he wins, they have to return the young to Camilla's husband. But Adam knew that defeating these demons was not easy, so he asked Sarah to go inside to help him. Sarah quickly agreed to Adam's suggestion. At this moment, Sarah suddenly saw that Adam was a little shy. It turns out that for the demons to not be able to see Sarah, Adam had to paint Sarah a talisman. But it seemed a bit inconvenient to draw charms on her, so Adam offered to draw on Sarah's shirt. Thinking about this also made both of them feel embarrassed. Adam and Sarah's faces were both red. Fortunately, it was midnight, so they couldn't see each other's faces clearly. Then Sarah also took off her coat so that Adam could draw spells on her back. While drawing a spell on Sarah's back, Adam explained that he wanted to ask Sarah to look at their cards and tell him, so he could win them quickly. Seeing Sarah looking worried, Adam reassured her that they wouldn't be able to see her with this amulet protecting her. Then the two slowly stepped inside, preparing to face the demons. After the two reached the second floor and entered the room where the demons gambled with Camilla's husband last time. At this time, there were only tables and chairs used for gambling in the room, but no ghosts were seen. Seeing Sarah a little scared, Adam immediately spoke to calm her down. After helping Sarah regain her composure, he reached into his waist bag and pulled out a small cloth bag. It turned out that the bag contained a deck of mahjong cards that he had prepared in advance. He began to dump the deck on the table. After the deck was placed on the table, Adam began to shuffle the cards on the table. He deliberately shuffled so hard that the cards collided with each other to create loud noises. Soon, the sound of cards shuffling echoed throughout the building. Just as Adam had predicted, the shuffle of cards immediately attracted the demons' attention. Because they are gambling demons, they can't help themselves when they hear the sound of the shuffle. Adam stopped and focused on the wall before him. The demons quickly came out from the wall. All three quickly appeared. They didn't care why Adam was here. Immediately, they asked to play with Adam. Adam could see the excitement on their faces. Their attitude right now was like they accidentally got their own dead prey. It seems that before they die, these guys are famous gamblers, not ruling out the possibility that they also lost their lives because of gambling. Even when they become a demon, they still can't give up their bad habits. as long as it is related to gambling, it will excite them. That's why they don't need to be reincarnated to start a new life. At the eager faces of the demons, Adam knew that they had succeeded in his plan. He said that when he played cards with the living, he had already played a lot. Today he wants to try the feeling of playing cards with the dead. As soon as Adam finished speaking, he did not hesitate to place piles of joss paper joss on the table and offer to play a game with them. The demons did not expect that there would be people like Adam in the world. They were extremely excited and went straight to Adam. Thanks to the talisman that Adam drew on his back, they couldn't see Sarah at all. They passed her and headed straight for the table. The demons couldn't see Sarah, but she could see them clearly, which scared Sarah. After the demons sat down at the table, Adam immediately made his request. The demons listened attentively to Adam's condition. He said that if he won, they had to do as he asked. And if they win, all the money on the table will belong to them. No need to play much, just a single game to decide whether to win or lose. Adam's condition hit the psyche of gamblers, which made them even more interested, so they quickly started playing. Adam arranged the cards while gesturing for Sarah to go around to the back to look at their cards. Trying to suppress the fear in her heart, Sarah quickly cooperated with Adam. She went around one by one. After looking at their cards, she stretched out her hand to create the symbols of the cards to notify Adam. Just like that, when it was the demon's turn to play cards, Sarah went around behind the demon to look at the cards. She constantly created moves to simulate the cards. Adam secretly admired Sarah's intelligence because the symbols she created were extremely easy to understand. The game continued like that without the demons knowing anything. As for Adam, he still acted as if nothing happened and was very focused on the game. Thanks to Sarah's effective help, Adam always wins the advantage in each of his moves. The more the demons play cards, the more surprised they feel. They should have been the ones to take the initiative. But Adam can comfortably take control of the situation. Gradually the demons began to feel angry. They felt as if Adam could see through the cards. The laughter gradually ceased. The demons no longer laughed freely as at first. The last turn is the turn that can decide the winner or loser of the game. The demons immediately winked at each other. Those expressions couldn't get past Adam's eyes. From watching them play cards with Camilla's husband, Adam knew they had a very sophisticated way of cheating that the average person could not detect. Although the demons played a trick, thanks to Sarah's help, Adam could easily draw the card he was missing. Losing this card, the demon's deck was drawn completely useless. After placing the newly drawn cards into his deck, Adam flipped his cards down and announced he had won the game. To the surprise of the demons, Adam repeated his contract when he was about to start the game with the demons. He asked them to hand over the yang energy and part of the soul of the man who played cards with them last night. By this time, the demons had dimly recognized their opponent. Adam was not as ordinary as they thought. Along with his words, Adam took out a glass bottle from his waist bag and slammed it down on the table. Adam asked the demons to return the yang energy they took from Camilla's husband into this bottle. But these demons are really cunning. When they can't defeat Adam, they turn around to not have to pay the debt. Very quickly, they appeared in their original form. Their faces immediately became extremely scary. They displayed everything to scare Adam with blue skin, white eyes, sharp fangs, and long tongues and not dare to ask for their debt. It seems that these demons have been here for a long time and have sucked the yang of many people, so now they are no longer ordinary ghosts. But Adam knew in advance, so he also prepared everything. He did not believe that they would keep their promise from the beginning. Such is the nature of gamblers. Even if you die and turn into a demon, it won't change that nature. Another mistake is that they underestimated Adam. They didn't know that Adam was not someone they could easily touch.